Yo, NYKF31 here. This video is going to explain why you're giving up the post route in the middle of the field closed coverage. I'm in a single high, three deep coverage, and what you're going to see here is what you see very often when you're in a single high, three deep coverage, and that is acres of grass between a receiver running a post route and your deep safety. I'm using one of the linebackers here. He runs a shallow cross with a post behind it. On the outside is a fade, and on the backside of the play, well, you have a shallow cross coming as well, and a backside flat route. And you see a good 10 yards of grass between my single high deep defender and the receiver. And look how long it takes him to break on the receiver. The ball is about three-quarters of the way there before he even acknowledges that the route is happening. This was in season 4 or 5 of online CFM. I drafted this guy after season 1, and he's turned into a pretty good player. He's made a couple of Pro Bowls. His zone coverage is in the 80s, 88. His awareness and play recognition is like 82-ish. Solid player. You know, he's not a dope out there. And you see me underneath having to get back off of the shallow cross and on to attempt to cover the post route. I almost do it. In online CFM, you don't have the super fast linebackers like you do in MUT. Speed in online league is a premium asset. Everyone wants to get it, and there's not a whole heck of a lot of it to go around. I actually like. There aren't a lot of people in the NFL that makes the field look small and makes other NFL players look slow. Those players are rare. That I actually hope does not change ever. But what has to change is that these deep zone defenders, they have to close ground, they have to attack. I'd be okay, since this is a late developing post route, I'd be okay if this deep defender cheated toward the fade, since that is the first route that's going to immediately come into his vision. And if he's wrong, cool. I can live with that. He had to make a decision. He just happened to be conflicted. And if he wants to leave the corner to his own devices, as soon as that quarterback opens up his shoulder right around here, that is when he needs to start driving downhill. That's the whole reason why pump faking is so effective and why quarterbacks do it. Defenders are keying off the quarterback's arm action and off of his eyes. And if the quarterback can manipulate that through his arm action and or his eye movement, you can fool an undisciplined defender into going where you want him to go and throwing where he vacates. But that's not really an aspect of the sport that translates to this game very well because of how non-aggressive the deep zone defenders are. I'd almost rather have the closing speed of Madden 15 back. How many of y'all remember that? I used to use the pump fake mechanic a lot in that game. Those defenders would bite. They'd bite almost too fast. Not almost, they would bite too fast, but you could use a pump fake there to take advantage of that. This game, they're so static, there's really no reason for it. The deep zone defenders are so passive, there's really no need to have to manipulate them with anything. All I need to do is do a little downward pass lead, and that deep safety or deep defender, he ain't getting there. There's really no fear to throwing that deep spot on post route that you see everyone run in the competitive community, because unless a guy can take it away through super user MLB control or throw on one of the linebackers from a hook into a deep zone, if you don't take that route away yourself, either through one of those two types of adjustments, it really becomes a bad breaking route. So I know Rex said that it's on the docket to get that deep zone awareness and closing speed back into the game, and hopefully when it does, it does not get patched out of the game. I don't want to hear any whining that you can't throw that Z spot post route against middle of the field closed coverage. I don't want to hear it. You force that post route over the middle late against that deep safety, and he's getting his head, and the receiver's getting his head knocked off. That's on you. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Love to hear your thoughts. Talk to you all later. Peace.